Now, this messed up stuff happened at Baylor Church. A 16-year-old girl got home over there at that church or whatever went on, and somebody found somebody. I'm glad they did, and they didn't cover it on the news or nothing. Girl, no, they just like ignored it, like it wasn't nothing serious or whatever went on. Girl, no. Anyway, these like two policemen end up following this crowd of dudes or whatever, like just standing on the sidewalk, having a good conversation, like what I'm saying, just actually like doing their thing or whatever. Whatnot. They wasn't doing nothing illegal or nothing like that. They just wanted to mess with them for no reason. Real, that's some crazy stuff. I know. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, actually, that was like crazy. School advisor, well, uh, school administrator, like got fired for found out a racist thing because a lot of there was another message to him, like people or individuals was like like around for the graduation or whatever. And I think the kids was graduating or whatever, and this was like sending out that bogus text saying that I should be there to take care of them or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And that was crazy, and they got on fire. And I'm glad they got on fire because he was out of pocket with it. I mean that was some crazy stuff. For real though. Anyway, yeah. Now these cops started messing with this dude because he was in back of a white car, but he couldn't even move his car, and he because the car was in front of the stop sign or whatever when I read him, and the cops are messing with him or whatever when I. You know what I mean? They didn't go to the white car or nothing like that. They just just went to the new vehicle or whatever when I. You know what I'm saying? And then the other cop asked him for an ID. You know what I'm saying? And then he snatched his ID out of his hand, or snatched his whole wallet out of his hand. You know what I'm saying? And that was disrespectful because that was crazy as ever. I'm just glad nothing more hurt or whatever. But he actually started telling the man to get out of school or whatever went on. You know what I'm saying? Because the dude was waiting being dependent for and stuff like that. Around the dude trying to turn him around. You know what I'm saying? Put handcuffs on him, and one of them took his phone. He was like, give me my phone. Give me my phone. I'm recording. You know what I'm saying? They started try to make something up because he seen that he had it to the window or whatever. You know what I mean? Rather, anyway, so it was crazy as ever. They trying to put bogus charges on him that he instructed, and he did disorderly conduct. And the plus he had that tinted windows. Tinted windows or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That was crazy, eh? Bro, that was some crazy stuff. Oh my goodness. It was crazy. They put bogus charges on him. None. Why? Because they want to get a rise on him. Or whatever when I wrote them. Anyway, so these other cops up there start messing with this dude or whatever when I. You know what I'm saying? While he was sitting right up in his driveway, right up in the car, up there drinking alcohol or whatever whatnot. And it's they just wanted to mess with this dude, But when he started speaking facts, they didn't want to mess with him. They just wanted to give him a ticket. For what? He wasn't drunk driving or nothing. He was just sitting up in his he was sitting right up in his driveway, just drinking with his homeboy or whatever whatnot. For real though, it was crazy. It was crazy as ever. For real though. I'm like, shoot, look, they didn't even tell me nothing like that. The dude was just straight speaking facts. It looked as dumb as ever. For real though. Like, that was like, some, like, good stuff that he know, that he knew what he knew, or whatever, You know what I'm saying? After that, like, him and this, like, shorty went to, like, baseball stadium, right? He didn't like baseball, so he wasn't feeling baseball. He was ready to go. He, like, walked all the way to her, like, car or whatever. Next thing you know, police end up coming up to him or whatever because somebody lied. They got suspicious of nothing. Saying that, like, he was, like, walking around the, like, parking lots, all suspicious and stuff like that. And that's it. Brother. And he told them cops, like, what was going on or whatever, and they just ended up walking off or whatever. Because why they came, like, they wasn't going to detain him or arrest him or nothing. Brother. Anyway, so they out there, like, the cops out there trying to mess with this other dude, saying that he, like, drove real close behind another car. I already seen that this, like, they didn't even, like, see, they didn't say this, like, dude behind another car or whatever, all close up and stuff like that. Even I saw that on that, like, camera or whatever. Anyway, so they just wanted to mess with this dude, just to mess with this dude. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, so they wanted to, like, make people criminal and, like, incriminate themselves and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? About what they want to, like, hearing and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And I'm talking about the cops. You know what I'm saying? Real though, that's some, like, that was some crazy stuff right there. Real though. Anyway, so, yeah, I'm, like, looking at it like, oh my goodness. Like, shoot, they wanted this, like, registration and all that, you know what I'm saying? Real though, I mean, like, shoot, it's some crazy stuff. It's really crazy. That was some crazy stuff. Real though, I mean, like, shoot, dang. I'm just like, that's some crazy stuff, but they end up, like, walking off. No, it wasn't no arrest or nothing like that. Dude already was speaking facts too. For real though. He didn't want to say nothing to incriminate himself or nothing like that or anything. For real though. I mean, that's true. He just let them walk on, be on their way or whatever. Because, like, he wasn't going to step out his car. He wanted to keep showing his hands because the cops get trigger happy or whatsoever or not. They don't see the person's hands at all times. For real though. Anyway, so, yeah. Because, like, if they say gun, oh, you already know. They go, like, try to, like, let you down or whatever. For real though. I mean, like, shoot, it wasn't like that, like, you know what I'm saying? That dude that, like, try to break these other cops down or whatever. But, nah, he didn't even have no blink or nothing up in there. So it was, like, something else or whatever. But I'm glad that, like, none that happens anymore, whatever. Real though. Anyway, so, yeah, I mean, like, shoot, y'all gotta be careful out here, especially if you're driving or whatever, because, like, they get out of hand with that stuff. Real though. Trying to look for, like, new people to, like, incriminate and all that stuff, like, whoo, that stuff is something else or whatever. Like, for real. Anyway, so, I'm like, what I'm saying, just up there, like, being careful. Like, what I'm saying? I mean, I kept my, like, freedom all through 2025 and all these other years. I'm gonna keep my freedom through this year too. Real though. And that's on, bro. I'm not even playing. I'm serious. I'm keeping it a buck, you know what I'm saying? Real though. Anyway, so, yeah. I mean, I should, because, no, I'm not gonna be on that. I'm not gonna be on that at all, you know what I mean? Real though, because, like, it's crazy. It's crazy as ever. For real though. I mean, like, shoot, like, nah. I'm like, shoot, I'm just up there being careful like a moon. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, cars coming and it be a red light. And I just stand right there. Shake my head because I'm like, this is stupid. Like, ain't no cars coming, but I know I have to wait right there because, shoot, I'm on the jaywalk. No, I'm good. I'm Gucci. I'm just like, I'm gonna keep myself safe, for real though. So I won't get in no trouble. You know what I mean? But anyway, like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Hit the bell on notifications so you can that's uploading, and that's what I make sure I make no one tomorrow. And oh yeah, you can check out my previous videos if you like game. So be well, goodbye.